Hello again, T-Dubbers. It's Brad and Victoria from Bradley Performance Products, and in this video I wanted to do a quick review of the comparison between the TW200 and the Yamaha XT250. There's plenty of these videos out there, but I couldn't find one that gave me the information that I wanted when I was deciding whether or not I should buy an XT250 to also have in the stable. And so this video will hopefully give you a little bit different insight as to why I own one. Hello again, T-Dubbers. It's Brad from Bradley Performance Products. It's a cold day in Arkansas. I told you that I would give you a quick review, my opinion, of the comparison between the T-Dub and the XT250. I was on the fence about whether or not I wanted an XT or a KLX or a CRF 300 or something like that that would have a little bit more speed, a little bit more power, a little bit more suspension. I chose the XT. I'm glad I did after riding all three of them. That's a whole nother story, and you can watch a lot of other reviews about why. But the reason I have another XT is a few short reasons. It's got a lot more power than the TW does. Is it twice as much? Probably. I don't know the horsepower numbers off the top of my head. It's probably not. It's I would say it feels, by my butt dyno, it feels like 30% more power, 35% more power. It will run 70 miles an hour down the highway. If I'm gonna ride on the road, that's the bike that I ride. The fuel injection is a lot nicer than the carburetor. The motor's just a lot spunkier. That's reason number one. The seat heights are very similar. I feel like the bike's way close to the same. One doesn't feel that much heavier than the other. They both handle about the same. The XT does feel like it has a better suspension package and a better setup to be able to handle some higher speed off-road stuff a little better than the T-Dub does. That's reason number two. The suspension's a little better. You do get a few upgraded features on the XT, like it already has disc rear brakes and some digital gauges, and it has a few more options. It's not night and day difference. But the XT it leans more towards a traditional off-road motorcycle than a T-Dub does. A T-Dub is unique, very unique. It's its own motorcycle, and the XT leans more towards a traditional motorcycle, traditional dirt bike. If you're going to be jamming through the woods quickly, you want to get through the woods fast, you want to ride it like a dirt bike, the XT will do that. It will handle that. It will be a lot more at home doing that than the T-Dub. Just like as you go faster through the woods, or you go faster in any off-road situation, you have to look further ahead, you have to be more on your toes, you have to make quicker decisions, you have to make those decisions a lot faster, and that's what the XT requires. It requires that it be ridden a little more aggressively, and you have to be a little bit more on your toes. The T-Dub doesn't care. It's a billy goat. It just will go anywhere, and it will do about anything you ask it to do. And so they're a little bit apples and oranges. Although they are brothers in the lineup, they just don't do the exact same thing. Can you make an XT do all the stuff you want a T-Dub to do? Yes. Can you use a T-Dub in place of an XT? Yes. But the XT is a little more street friendly. It will do all the things off-road, but you do have to ride it a little bit more aggressively like a traditional dirt bike, and like I said, do it a little quicker. It makes a little less traction with the skinnier tire, things like that, and so you have to be a little bit more on your toes. The T-Dub, again, is a mountain goat, and that's why it's my go-to. It's the one I ride more often than anything else, because I'm not going fast. Just like making it through the woods and making my own new trail, climbing that bluff that I didn't know I could climb. The TW is where I go to for that. So depending on what you're going to use it for, if you're going to ride it to work, things like that, you are going to use it on the road, I would lean towards the XT. If you lean more heavily towards off-road, farm use, hunting, things like that, you can't go wrong with the TW. Hope you guys enjoyed my review. Agree, disagree, just my personal opinion, folks. Have a good day.